It is 2025. In today's video, I'm going to reflect on the past year, share my goals for this year, share my vision board, and get a head start on this year's goals. I think it's really important to acknowledge the past before moving forward, so I just want to take a couple minutes to talk about my goals from 2024 and where I failed or succeeded. Last year, I had 3 goals. The first goal was to become crisis communication certified, which I succeeded at by taking an intensive 2-day course. My second goal was to hike Yosemite, and I half succeeded at this. I did go to Yosemite and it was beautiful, and I got to go on a lot of walks, but nothing that I would qualify as a hike. And that's partially because I went with some older family members who weren't able to go on intensive or long hikes. So I half succeeded, half failed at that. My third goal for 2024 was to buy less than 15 pieces of clothing. And this challenge was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Partially because, one, I really enjoy thrifting and I really had to limit myself to what I would be buying. And the second reason was because I had several essential pieces of clothing that I would wear almost daily that met the end of their life either through stains or holes. This goal really made me change the way that I thought about buying clothes. It made me think, do I really want this piece of clothing and will I actually wear it? So I'm currently filming this before 2024 is over, but I have only bought 11 pieces of clothing this year. So unless I go crazy and buy 4 pieces of clothing in the last bit here, I think I succeeded. Now let's jump into my 2025 goals. I have doubled my goals. So we're going from 3 goals in 2024 to 6 goals in 2025. I feel like that's a pretty big jump, but I do think it's doable. My first goal is to read more in 2025. I feel like in 2024, I just didn't read as much as I wanted to. And to break this goal down even more, I want to read 1 book a month that will help me professionally and read 6 books in the year that are just for fun. So in total, I want to read at least 18 books. My second goal for 2025 is to win a writing award. As part of my job, I write articles for a publication, and this past year I entered 2 writing competitions and won nothing. So this year, I really want every single piece that I write to be really good, award-winning good. My third goal for 2025 is to improve my video editing skills. I edit videos both for work and personal use, and I use Premiere Pro, but I have a very, very basic knowledge of Premiere Pro, so I really want to improve that. My fourth goal is to make healthier choices. This goal is a little bit more vague than some of my other ones, but I did that purposefully. I didn't want to set a gym amount or a weight loss goal. I just wanted to make small choices daily that would positively impact my health overall. My fifth goal is to create a cozy apartment atmosphere. I feel like if I were to describe my apartment now, I would use the word stark, maybe? It just doesn't feel like inviting or really like home. So I want my apartment to be an inviting place that I want to spend time in. So that's one of my goals for 2025. My sixth and final goal is to visit one of my friends in California. I try to see this friend a couple times a year, and she'll be living in California for a few months, and I really want to go and see her there. I decided to make a vision board this year. This is only the second time in my life I have ever made a vision board. The first time I used physical materials to make a collage, but this time I used Canva to make a digital version and then printed it. I included a couple photos for each of the goals I want to accomplish this year, and I left a space to physically write my goals because I heard that if you handwrite something, you're more likely to remember it. This is my completed vision board. I wanted to put it somewhere that I would see every single day, so I'm gonna put it up here in my closet. I actually feel really good about the goals that I've created and having a way to visualize them with my vision board, but I don't want these goals to just be something that I look at. I want to actually work towards them. So I wanted to go ahead and do a couple things to get me started towards accomplishing these goals. These are 3 books that I plan to read next year. These are all professional development books. So if you have any fiction books that you would recommend, please let me know down in the comments because I am on the hunt for some. This book is actually about feature writing, which I think will hopefully help me improve as a writer and get me one step closer to winning a writing award. For improving my video editing skills, I have spoken with my work about enrolling in a class, but if you know any YouTubers that you think would be helpful for me to learn how to edit in Premiere, please let me know down below as well. The last goal I have taken a step towards today is creating a line item on my budget sheets for my trip to California. I live in the Atlanta area, so going to California isn't cheap, but by creating it as a budget line item, hopefully I can start saving up and getting closer to my goal of visiting my friend. I feel really optimistic about 2025, and I think it's partially because I took time to reflect on 2024 and create goals and plan for 2025. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!